The school provides academic rigor for kids to excel in a subject of his or her choice.
I'm Agnes Stowicki, Managing Editor with Our Kids. We're speaking with insiders from Canada's leading private and independent schools to bring you insights into school programs, culture, traditions, and leadership. This includes insights from parents, alumni, and administration. This is the Our Kids Insider Perspective.
Basically, my association with Lynn-Rose goes many years back. I have three daughters. The first one, she joined back in, it was in 2009. In 2009, she started. And at that time, Lynn-Rose was more like, I would say, primary school. Uh, and from that day till today, uh, two of my daughters, one of my daughters finished. She at that time high school was not there. It was only till the what can say it was more like a middle school. So the eldest daughter finished up the middle school and then moved out. The second daughter finished up the high school. She is now at the university. She's at University of Toronto doing computer engineering. The eldest daughter also did computer engineering from University of Toronto, and the youngest is now in grade 11. So basically, it's the school has always been good. The teaching staff have been all along exceptionally good. That's how I would like to put it. And the school provides an environment where the kids can compete in the real world because between the school and the university there is a big jump, and that's where probably where I found that Lynn-Rose prepared the kids for this big jump. So from the moment from the school they get into university, they were able to compete and excel at their academic. I think all along the kids loved, because if had they not loved, this was a private school. You have to understand private school means a lot of money. Where when in Canada you have a very strong public schooling system. So basically, they loved it. They liked the ambience. The teacher support was excellent. All those things gave them a good experience at the school. I think one of the biggest thing is the teacher support. That's where the school stands out. They don't allow the academic standards to go down, but at the same time they're always holding your hand, making sure that you are looked after, you are supported wherever there is a gap. So without compromising the academic standard, they are able to support the kid. I think the parents, teachers, and the kids association, it's a triangle. And I always keep on telling, in any fire to happen, just like you need the source, you need the oxygen, and you need the fuel. So that's why the three sides of the triangle is the parents, the teacher, and the student. And if all of the three work in synchronization, then that's where the fire takes place or ignition takes place. And that's what the school is all about. You have got on one pole you have a teacher, on another pole as a father, as a parent. I'm very much engaged, work quite well, and as well as the student is delivering what he or she is supposed to do. So that whole thing works quite well. Uh, I think since I've got the history behind me, okay, so they started more as a junior school, then they started the middle school, and eventually they went into the high school. I never expected them to get into the high school, but luckily they win that. That was a surprise for me. That was a surprise for me because I thought that they will leave at middle school and then when the kid finishes the grade 8, they will go to the high school. So that was a surprise, but it was a pleasant surprise. That's how I would say. Like my second daughter, she went through the IB program. Okay. And IB program are very rigorous. It's not the standard. The way you have most of the Canadian school run three different distinct programs. One is called as Ontario High School Program or OSSD, which is Ontario Diploma. The second is the AP program, Advanced Placement Program, and the third is International Baccalaureate. But among all the three programs, the most rigorous is IB because the way the school programs are run, they don't have, most of the school doesn't have the infrastructure where they can support their kids to complete that IB program. And that is where probably when I admitted my second daughter, I was a little bit nervous. I thought maybe these people are telling that they will help her to. It was a dual diploma program. One was on the IB and the OSSCT, which is an Ontario diploma program. And I was in a doubt that whether they will be really, I would say, uh, coming up to a standard where they can help my daughter to finish her IB program. And that's where I was pleasantly surprised that all the teachers stood up, all the supports were given, all extra classes were taken for her just to make sure that she did finish her diploma, and she did successfully. She finished her diploma. That was the biggest walk to talk for me. Everything what they promised, they delivered. I have to be very careful when you talk about, because I'm very sensitive to the demographic people who are working. But the school, I would say, in a broader sense, the school has got a very mix of students who come from diverse culture. The school is very cosmopolitan. I don't want to go more into it because that's where I don't want to get into that, but it's very diverse, cosmopolitan. And the best part of the school is it's inclusive. Every culture, every ethnicity, and every family background are properly integrated, and the kids respect each other's values and all those things. Yeah, basically, my daughters, like the youngest one is not, but the other daughters successfully, like they did the IB program. I was so happy because that prepared them for the university. So I was so happy about that. That was me. The biggest thing was they were able to get the deal, especially my second daughter, which she did the diploma from the school, from Lynn-Rose. I was so happy because I said, okay, yeah, everything what I have done is we have got in return. Yeah. So as far as the teacher is concerned, I have said earlier also that they work very closely. Okay. The good thing about the teacher is, see, remember, the biggest problem in Canada is the teacher-student ratio. Because if that ratio is a little bit screwed up, then the teachers, how much they want to do, they don't have the bandwidth to individually look at each other's needs and requirements. So that part is very well maintained. They keep a very healthy, I would not say healthy is a word, and which is manageable student teachers ratio. Okay, so teachers can individually focus and give attention to each kid's needs and requirement. That is one thing. The other part is the teacher also puts their students under regressive, I would say, evaluation. That also makes sure that anything is missing is properly covered. Wherever they are not doing well, quickly it is kind of shared with the student, and if required, it is also escalated to the parents. So basically, everybody knows what is the direction the student is taking, they get a pre-warning. It is more like hey, I'm warning you, this is not working, this is what the correctional step you have to take. And those are some of the things which really helps kids all along the way. Okay, the very first reason is the school provides academic rigor for kids to excel in a subject of his or her choice. So there were very smart kids who wanted to go and do business, and I have seen that they got in some of the best schools in Canada. So whether there are people who wanted to go in fine arts, some of them got in some of the top school in Canada for the thing. And my kids were basically more of a STEM kids. They got in the best program. In fact, my second daughter got in engineering science, which is considered one of the most competitive program. In fact, wherever she applied in Canada, she got it. So that is one is on academic and the thing. The second reason is the school also provides not only the academic, but also helps kids for their overall development. So they have got various clubs they run. They encourage students to join this club, take the leadership role. That is so important when kids are, especially in the high school between 8 and grade 12. That's why you need a lot of kids to be more responsible, take the leadership role, and also try to see how they can contribute back to their society. And the last one is very close to my heart and I really like is sustainability. They run a lot of green projects. They teach kids how to make sure that everything they do, they have got a good awareness about all kind of greenhouse effects, all those kind of things. I have seen kids doing those projects, and that makes me that it's not only they are making you academically better, preparing you for university, they are also giving you a leadership training, but they are also making you a better citizen. They are teaching my kid how to respect the nature, how to make sure that we should not become part of the problem, but we are a solution of the problem. Let me be very frank and candid. Okay, anybody who comes to a private school, it's there are a couple of things. The costs, we know Canada, like rest of the world, have got a lot of uh, everything is becoming so expensive. When people have to come and when people have to decide or they want to put the school in private school, definitely a substantial part of their saving goes into this. So it's an investment. But the advice I will give to the new family is it's a wise investment. It's something for your kid, which basically you are just making sure that it's a gift to your kid. So that is one thing which I would say, yeah, it's a costly affair. It costs you money, but it's a wise investment. The second is basically what I would like to give a parents is, hey, don't think that you put in a private school in a Lynn-Rose, your responsibility is over. No, you think that I have put him, I'm paying X amount of dollars every year to the school, I leave it to the school, let the school teacher and kids figure out. No, that thing doesn't work. Exactly, I have said to you, parents' involvement is very much just like how kids, the teachers, so is the parents. That's the second advice. So don't think, yeah, I've paid, I'm sending in the kid, I'm over. No, it's just the beginning. And the third and the most important advice to the parents is if you are enrolling your kid to a high school program, then basically, let me start with the kindergarten program. Okay, so if you are enrolling your kids to a kindergarten, what happens is normally in a standard run of the mill school for the first 4 or 5 years, kids are not challenged. They are just given a lot of play times, and that's where probably you will find value for your money. Your kids definitely are given a lot of extracurricular things to do as part of extracurricular activities, which is very important for any kids to grow up. But at the same time, they also challenge them with some academics. So that's the best thing to happen is when you put your kid in the junior school or in the kindergarten is your kid in along with a lot of playing and a lot of other activities is also learning. But when you put your kid in the high school, that is where before you put in the high school, be very clear with your kids. What's the vision? What exactly your kids wants to do? What is his game plan? Because between in 4 years the world turns 360. From grade 9 to grade 12 a kid runs through a journey, and don't leave it to the last year or in grade 11, 12 to decide. If you start planning from grade 9, 10, 9, then what you can do is you can share your kid's vision with the school teacher. And Lynn-Rose is quite good. They have got those kind of teachers, mentor, where they can guide them what they want to do. They can help them to achieve those goals. That's my third suggestion.
For more information about this school, you can visit their profile at ourkids.net.